So what is the operational coordination call? During the 2022 exercise, industry complained about all the calls they have to be on, federal, state, so forth, that they don't have enough people to cover those calls. The states complained that they can't get to industry to find out things they need to know. So one of the states recommended, why don't we do an operational coordination call? Meaning it's very scripted, it's 20 minutes. And North Carolina had the model that they've been using for many years. Persia Payne Hurley, who's chair of the state liaison working group, proffered this, and everybody agreed. And it's a very tightly scripted call. It's invitation only, so it's just states and just sector reps on the call. You do this 48 hours before landfall. You do it 48 hours after landfall. And the goal of this call is to provide situation awareness between industry and government, and promote information sharing to get a better, clearer picture of what's going on right from the horse's mouth, right from the state or right from the sector. So during the exercise, it was actually scripted out. You can see the script on the screen. First, there'd be a quick weather briefing. Then USDOT, Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration, would talk about any declaration waiver issues. State emergency management folks would provide an update on what the state is doing at this point in time. They would provide updates on any evacuation planning, routes, shelters, contraflow, road conditions, whatever. So this is real time. The states already know what they're reporting out on, and it's excellent information, right? Getting into some details like the status of shelters is a big issue for a lot of people, right? It affects employees, it affects citizenry. They got to have power and comms and water and food at those places. Number 5 talks about, now we move to the industry sector. So going sector by sector, each sector rep would provide an update. By exception, if there isn't any, they don't talk, but they would go through any updates they have, questions they have of government. So you can see the box on the right says, what is important for others to know? We are doing this, and we need to know this. So it's very simple, very scripted. We go through the sectors. Number 6, we talk about impacts from other events. There may have been graduations, there may have been sporting events, there may have been another storm that just blew through, a local storm. We'll go through a parking lot review. We may not be able to address everything. We keep a parking lot of that. And then any final comments. This box down in the right corner is what we want to focus this call on. We want to focus it on declarations, waivers, and guidance and sit reps from states. And from industry, we want to focus it on what is the open-close status of key facilities, any infrastructure disruptions or interruptions to business, and then any information requests they have of government. Right after the exercise in 2022, a hurricane struck, and we actually put this into operation. The call was a great success. We were able to have a quick 20-minute call, and then we stayed on after the call for people that had specific information they needed, and we could help get it. So we wanted to create a forum to work information sharing issues out. So that's the purpose of the before and after call. Usually in the before call, industry is listening as states provide information on decks and waivers and sit reps and things like that. Electric sector may report out on fleet movement or pre-positioning assets, as would other sectors. In the after call is where it really gets dicey, because in the after, 48 hours after landfall, now you've got road closures, you've got disruptions, you've got outages, you've got sometimes fuel issues, and that's where people need to know where are they and what's being done about them. So the whole purpose for the before-after operational coordination call is to synchronize situational awareness directly between states and industry so they can move through the response a little bit faster, a little more coordinated, and try to be on the same page with each other going forward.